Yeah, this is going to be a huge team fighting comp. Okay, Lulu boosted Sivir. Usually, you know, in the past, we were like, oh, Sivir's not that great with the Lulu. Now she can crit, area of effect crits on her bouncing blades. It's great in the late game if people can buff up the Sivir. Double digits, he's the only one with double digits. Look at this middle gank here, though. They do get his flash, and they're going to get the Kindred hit.
Yeah, they're looking for it. First blood goes down there as Stomaged falls.
What did we say, Alex?
There it is, Supermassive, they've taken down.
What did we say? Right out of Champion Select. They're going to focus there, mid lane. LeBlanc plus Kindred, potent matchup.
This was not the gank you were looking for.
Then he was... Darshan is going to take it to him himself, though.
He's going to try and find the stun. There it is. It's Stomaged. He's going to make his way in, but Darshan picks it up. He's still dancing around. There it is. Stomaged picks up the kill, so it is a 1-for-1. But I'd say worth if I was Darshan.
What a gank from Xmithie. Oh, my. He set that one up. Let's see if he can clean it up. He's got flash.
There it is. The flash comes in into the line. Not going to be quite the end of that line. Into the mid lane, see whether he can set anything up. Achuu very far forward, nice spell shot there from Stixxay, back forward, Aphro gets the heal from Stixxay as Achuu now has to use his as well, no mana, as Stixxay's just trying to cut this one out. Achuu picks up the kill, but Stixxay is able to flash himself to safety. Magical journey, not as magical as he wants to be, double kill for Stixxay. Thaldrin makes his way in. Darshan's here though, wants to try and find something in this fight, turns his attention to Stomaged. Oh, heroic charge, not gonna get the stun. Darshan delivered a passage to safety, and what happened?
LeBlanc, while she does have a lot more than she used to, it's very dangerous for her to go for it.
Oh, the culling! Achuu gets the solo kill onto Stixxay! The Sivir just couldn't do anything.
This is a 60 CS Lucian that is now solo killing Stixxay's Sivir. Very troublesome for Counter Logic Gaming.
That tower taking a lot of damage, and there's just action everywhere. Another door is going to miss. The Unbreakables there blocking this whole culling. Still does relatively good damage, though.
Darshan has teleport advantage because he's been able to chunk out Thaldrin so much. The bottom lane actually has to be kind of careful.
Whoa, the flash from aphromoo, the tempered fate from Dumbledoge. This one's been paused for a moment as Xmithie makes his way in. Achuu gonna get flashed on here by the jungler. Xmithie, a beast, he's gonna get stunned. The heal comes out, collateral damage for what looked like fun as CLG are gonna magically journey their way towards a real... Oh my god, the cosmic binding. He doesn't fall down. Stixxay flashes forward. The spell shield was amazing, but Stomaged grabs the double and he's still alive. Xmithie, he's gonna fall. No, he's not. Lance Respite there saves Stomaged as well. How is this even happening? As Dumbledoge cosmic binding doesn't get in there, Stomaged picks up the kill. And Huhi says, all right, well, I guess everyone's dead. This game is out of control.
He doesn't go for the teleport advantage. He just goes to finish off the kill instead of trying to use the life. Oh, he gets the backswing here? Yeah, gets the backswing and the pop at the same time. So Stomaged gets the extra kill there. I think that his first...
I think this is live now.
Anyways, it's going to give me another kill.
Through. He's going to be able to pick up Stixxay as aphromoo underneath the turret. Stomaged there for moral support, as was Dumbledoge, because that was all us.
Kills, and the gold almost back to even here. Counter push here. aphromoo should not be able to defend this himself, and he might actually get himself caught.
Yeah, that is going to be the meat slow. The ultimate comes out from aphromoo, but is it going to be enough to keep him alive? The Unbreakables there, but the chains are going to root him up, and Naru is going to pick up the kill.
Sacrifices his life. They actually don't get the turret. I guess that's a delayed turret kill. Yeah, okay. Dumbledoge is a beast.
Well, Stixxay's actually upset with him here as the magical journey is going to be taken. Decides not to follow through there as Darshan comes down with the parallel convergence, manages to close the gap there at the same time as Achuu taking a lot of damage. Xmithie's here, tempered fate comes down, but it isn't going to be enough. Meanwhile, Huhi's just going to die to Stomaged, who's really, really strong. So I don't understand exactly why.
We almost got that one on screen.
Yeah.
But Stixxay there got a good boomerang blade in. Heard me, boom. Sivir skills right there. That's your Sivir skills. Stixxay didn't stick around to try and take that. He had to go back for a base there. Completing his Essence Reaver. Cole's almost done for... Oh,
there's the Xmithie taking so much damage. He's able to get ulted up by Huhi, but it's not enough as Stomaged just going to be dancing around this one. Nice chair is going to come out from aphromoo. But the ultimate... Oh, the stun. Is it going to come in? He does actually use his ult. So Lance Respite going to keep him okay for now, but Darshan, full health. Dumbledoge here trying to follow him up as aphromoo might be in trouble. The shutdown from Huhi. Oh my god, how is aphromoo still alive? Stixxay now with full health makes his way into the fight. Thaldrin, not a lot of mana, but Achuu dodges out of the way of the Glacial Fissure, and in the end it's a 1-for-1 by the looks of things, but Achoo, it's not actually the end. Oh my god, the heal comes down, Dumbledoge able to lock that one up. Darshan, one more auto, uses the ult, and aphromoo now as well. We thought he was almost dead, didn't matter. Thaldrin now doesn't get stunned.
The magical escape there. And he's able to just barely jump in that journey and get out.
And that replay was obviously way too long, because now we've got more action potentially.
If we keep
erupting.
the replays after every team fight, we can actually be watching teams fighting the entire
just be a
time
consistent
of this
team
game.
fight, I think.
And you will lose. The lines will blur between reality, between now the present team fight and the actual
There's
replay
21
team fight.
kills
And we'll
in a
just keep it going for 30 minutes.
17.5-minute game. It's not enough minutes.
Are you not entertained, Atlas? Huh?
Oh, I certainly am. Don't you worry about that. This is my kind of game, Kobe.
Anyways, we're way past that stage of the game, and now it's about...
Oh my god, the chains land on a Huhi. He throws down... okay. So Frost Queen's claim comes in. It's enough to scare away Naru. Spooky!
Don't kill me! Boo, boo, boo!
Well, it was enough.
It works.
Tactics work.
One
Dumbledoge
thing,
picks up
though,
to me.
that has been consistent. Dragons here for Kindred.
10 CS behind, of course, that hasn't changed. But as I say it, Cosmic Binding going to fly through. Xmithie taking a fair bit of damage as old chains just too short. He needs just an extra link or two, I think, in those. As there's the On the Hunt popped. The culling comes down as well as Achuu able to get out, but that's the whip. Tempered Fate. Darshan finds his way in. Stomaged, one more, and that'll get the somebody. Throws down the ultimate. Thaldrin in there as well. There's the slam against the wall. Aphromoo with trouble. Stomaged somehow alive. Not sure how that worked out. There's now Dumbledoge forced to use the Flash Magical Journey. Takes it to get himself relatively safe. And now Achuu throwing piercing lights through. Darshan in there. Wild Growth comes down. Naru picks up the kill. And Supermassive now continuing the onslaught. There are such low health bars. Ultimate from Thaldrin. Two more. Achuu picks up one. Naru the other. That's a double in the end for the mid laner, and Supermassive come out huge.
With a Supermassive team fight right there, and they're going to get the turret afterwards. That was huge for them.
Achuu, buddy. Okay, they take the turret.
Oh my goodness.
Finish it out. Aphromoo steals away the big popcorn chicken.
Oh, the wolf doesn't die barely. Unlucky there for...
It's just jungle problems across the board.
Oh, that wolf is a survivor!
Oh my God.
Dang.
Felt like watching The Revenant just then.
Did I take you back?
Yeah, you did.
My voice acting is
beautiful.
Incredible.
Beautiful. Yeah, just had a bit of an update as well. I mean, I think the gray, the more appropriate.
Oh!
But Aphromoo gets caught by the Tempered Fate. Stomaged just stands on top of him. The Glacial Fissure comes out and then he flashes. And Thaldrin
double teleport channel. Darshan's on the bottom side.
It's actually an answer as Thaldrin came in, made sure that Darshan couldn't get any work done. So good play there by Supermassive.
Dragon stacking continues.
Oh, scary. Extra movement speed now from Dragon number 3. 25 minutes here as well. It's a good clip for grabbing that, but Dumbledoge forced to use the flash. Cosmic Binding comes in, locks up Darshan and Xmithie. And Huhi, half health. That is dangerous here as Naru looks for the chain, but can't quite find it. Yeah.
CLG are really feeling the pressure now.
Oh, the Doge is on the prowl.
The Dumbledoge picks. Bard ultimate back up here for Dumbledoge.
Oh,
Stixxay's taking a beating!
Yeah, throws out a spell shield, of course. Doesn't work too well. Saves him for a moment as Huhi throws down the hell picks.
Back into the store.
It's
like the gold chain swinging around your neck. Just give me an Infinity.
Xmithie has to flash. Naru actually going to get over the top. We're going to see this in a moment, guys, as Xmithie is going to get locked up. Nice wild growth. Keeps him alive. Achuu takes down Stixxay in the backline. Massive entrance to the fight from Thaldrin, and Naru takes down 2 already. The ultimate comes out. Darshan has to use his in order to save himself, but Supermassive are going once again Supermassive in this game. Stomaged. Oh my God, they are just snowballing everything out of control, and CLG just have no idea where this came from.
19-9, this is gonna be it. Supermassive gonna take an inhibitor turret after that as well.
That's 5 men still alive. Supermassive just melt this inhibitor turret. The inhibitor going to fall as well. Death time is not too huge here at 30 minutes into the game, but the base left in shambles.
Got soloed. 1-2, double shot. Going through the entire minion wave.
And then there's the flash.
He died to the burn.
Yes.
It's manifested itself in a lot of combat effectiveness.
Yeah,
Here goes CLG.
Still looking for it right now as he does throw down the Lance Respite. The stun could potentially come in, but Naru looking for the distortion, doesn't pull the trigger. And they are still just playing so calm, so collected.
They popped a lot of the Kindred cooldowns there. They got the shields as well as the ultimate. Xmithie's pretty low though.
Darshan not too worried about that. Oh my God, he takes so much damage. Has to use the ult. Stixxay coming in as well. Throwing down some autos. The culling is going to rip him apart.
Achoo's pretty low, but nobody can really get on him with CLG. CLG's comp more about kiting here and counter engage with the Braum Lulu.
Magical Journey going to get Dumbledoge to safety there, but CLG just brute force their way towards this dragon.
Darshan can teleport back into the game, but Achoo cannot, so this would be a 5 versus 4.
Tempered Fate onto 1, hits aphromoo there as Xmithie very, very low still. You can see Stomaged in the pit. Dragon is going to reset for now. Super minions are smacking on these next turrets. Oh my god, Naru takes down Darshan. A turret falls down.
They got the steal also.
Oh my god, they've taken everything.
Looks like they're going to close it on CLG and clean up the job.
That was a magical journey that didn't quite work out there. Stixxay's trying to win this one for his team, doing the best he can, throws the on the hunt.
Here comes the
Supermassive just trying to keep them here. The minions are winning the game. And they're not pulling the trigger. There's that teleport. Thaldrin trying to come in. Dumbledoge as well. Naru stopping the backs. Thaldrin is going to be taking down the Nexus. Oh my god, Supermassive make their mark here at MSI, and they ace CLG.
ACLG and take down the Nexus. Clean win for Supermassive.
That was ridiculous. The international wildcard winners now make their mark at MSI. Thaldrin finishes off the Nexus. And that was so clean towards the end there. Brilliant play out of this squad. They got the early power and they finished it off.